Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, January 27th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY IWMN, Triple Qs. So we take back yesterday's trend day in NQ, Triple Q, SPY, and ES, only to get another one down today. Russell never took back yesterday's. They took back L, never got K's, and they go out with, I wasn't here the last half hour. Looks like two sets of single prints. So they actually got very close to that 190.94 monthly low from a year ago in January. So here we are a year later, and Russell is right back where they started in January of 2021. Apple earnings come out in the next 10 minutes or so. Inside day for SPY. Not for Russell or Qs. They both took out yesterday's low. Qs barely, but they did. We barely did not take out yesterday's low. So we are in a 4-day balance in the daily. The monthly and weekly are both down. We'll be recapping all of these charts tomorrow night. A good day overall. The market tried. We said in this morning's video, any acceptance back into C's range, we will get that POC, right? 10 wide POC that could never be lowered. Well, we got it. But that's basically all they did. In fact, we went back and forth through both the opening and the upper distribution the first 6 time frames. So to be honest with you, when F took out the day's low, and that turned out to be my only loss of the day, I fully expected it to come back in the day's range and get a wider POC up there, even if they lowered it. Obviously, that wasn't the case. We went trend, and we finished with not one, but 2 sets of single prints. So that was a little surprising for me. We spent the whole morning trading in K's range. We spent the whole afternoon trading in L and M's range. So basically, from where the sellers are still in the bigger picture in control. At one point we were talking about the 200-day moving average this morning. Well, guess what? We closed $10 below it again. That's like 4 days in a row. So pretty interesting. I did take a short in A period when we got up to that very visual area. I took some nice trades against visual areas today. Even though the ranges were huge again, $12+ dollars, 150 million, it was still making local stops at very visual areas. So I took a short in A the first time there, and then on the second, when it came back to half back, I took a long, which worked out as we went right back up. It was the 444 puts and the 438 calls. B period did the same thing, basically against the opening, 438 calls. That worked out. C, we made a new low, weren't getting much for it, so I decided to fade it. 434 calls. That worked out. So the fact that we kept coming back and forth through the open and having 6 for 6 wide, when F did go and make the new low on the day, I took a long. I thought we would go back inside of the day's range. Now, I knew there was the danger of being accepted into the lower distribution, and we had taken out the IB low. But again, I was pretty comfortable at that time with unchanged value doing it. Well, it turned out to be wrong. The 435 calls, took a loss on that. Then, once we went trend, I shorted G period against the single prints, the 436s. H, we got down to M's low from yesterday, which I didn't think was going to be that important a level, but it held. And there was a lot of absorbing going on there. So I bought 428 calls against that. That worked out. And then when H rallied, I took a short against the single prints, the 434s. The one trade I missed, which it wasn't not that I didn't try to take it, was J. When J ran up, that was a beautiful risk-reward short against the single prints, and G tried to get it. They didn't take me, and we rolled over and went down. And then I left. I wasn't here for basically the last hour of trading. But the interesting thing today is you can see all this volume that got packed in here. So somebody was doing a lot of absorbing. So I'm curious to see how that works out with this inside day. Do we hold this level and try to take out today's high, or whoever was absorbing steps away and we take out both today's low and yesterday's low? Remains to be seen tomorrow. But we will treat tomorrow as a double distribution day for us. a triple distribution day, really, for Russell. See, our two single prints are pretty close together here, right? G and F. So I'll use C's low to the day's high and H's high to the day's low. But they have a triple distribution. A's low to the day's high with the singles in B. D's high to the D's low is your second distribution. And then G's high to the day's low is your third. And triple Q's have a double distribution like us. As you can see, one set of singles there. And then, for destinations, so we have our afternoon rally high today in J of 434.27. Then our single prints at H's high, 434.51. They get filled at 82 cents. Our second set, they start at G's high, 435.58, get filled at 88, C's low. Then we have today's high of 441.59 and 444.04, yesterday's high. For the downside, 429.45, today's low. 428.86, yesterday's low. 426.03, afternoon pullback low from the 24th, which we haven't gotten. And 420.76, which right now is our weekly low, monthly low, and the bottom of our balance. And then let's just quickly check the charts. So here's the monthly. We have 2 days to go in the trading month. Right now, there's a good chance that we close below last month's low of 448.92, although nothing's certain in this market. If we do, we have an outside month down, which is pretty bearish. The monthly is down right now. Weekly is firmly down, one time framing down 3 weeks after an outside week down 4 weeks ago. The weekly is clearly down. And the daily is firmly now, I'm going to just call this a 4-day balance. I'm using yesterday's high as the top of it, of 444.04. And Monday's low as the bottom of it, of 420.76. So basically a $23 balance we're in. Inside day. If we come out of the inside day to the upside, we should take out both the 200 and Wednesday's high, and then we see if we can get to Friday's high. If we come out of the inside day to the downside, we should easily take Wednesday's low, Tuesday's low, and then we see if we test the bottom of the 4-day balance. 4 days now below the 200. So we'll see if that continues. I hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.